Much. Ricky, great to meet you. As you saw, the name of the website is called Beats Boxing Mayhem. I do cover film and TV, but also cover hip hop, boxing, a little bit of everything. So
That's awesome, man.
appreciate you, appreciate you. I love what you've been doing with Kenny so far this season. Just amazing layers that he's been going through. I feel sorry for him in a lot of points. So I think a good place to start would be I'm mid-season now, and I'm noticing obviously he has a lot of anger towards Sarah for what she did, obviously, but I feel there's like some conflict going on with him as far as how to deal with her. When he lashes out, I think he
Mm,
feels like a little guilty about that. Just talk about that inner conflict you think he's going through at this point.
that's such a good question. There's you know, in four when he's kind of talking to Sarah, interrogating her, he really is like trying to get to the bottom of this. Like he genuinely wants to help her because I think prior to everything unraveling, there had been a relationship where she worked with Kenny's mother in the diner. Her and Tian Chen had a real relationship, and so to some degree, they had a relationship, they had a friendship, and so um, I almost like to think that like he was giving Sarah the benefit of the doubt for a really long time. I don't think he was the first to like, be like, nah, we're getting her out of here. I think he was almost like, let's wait this out. But obviously, under the leadership of Boyd, he was like, cool, cool. Like if you're saying she needs to go, then she needs to go. Now, having understood the full scope of the situation and what she had done and the consequences that are related to Kenny, that's I think where the internal conflict comes from because there's a very very small soft spot deep inside him for her, but that is completely overtaken by the fact that like she killed his father, and I think that he has a lot of reasonable rage towards her.
Absolutely, absolutely. One thing I've
Yeah.
noticed about the town is that it really wears on your mental health, with the night
Mm,
everything. We saw what happened to Boyd's wife. We see what might be happening to Boyd himself. I
mm-hmm.
want to know with Kenny, with everything that went on with Christy, what's going on with Sarah, what happened to his father, like you just mentioned. How
Right.
close do you think Kenny is to his own breaking point, or do you think he's resilient enough where he's not at that point?
I think that listen, as an audience member, as a fan, I every episode that I when we get the scripts, every episode that I'm reading, I'm like, he's close. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like every single time I read, I thought at one point, especially with some of the earlier drafts, I thought I'm like, oh, this is it. Kenny's about to go full villain mode. This is his villain origin story maybe because like he's getting a little, he's close to the edge. And I think that that's what this town does. Like I don't know if it's a living entity. I don't know if it's the idea of it. We could say the town is John Griffin, but like it is like constantly trying to push you to the brink, right? Like it's constantly trying to push you into the breaking point. And what I can say is Kenny's a lot stronger than I think I would be. And I think he's close to the edge, but I think he's been close to the edge for a long time.
Got it. Got it. You mentioned the leadership of Boyd. I talked to Elizabeth Saunders a couple weeks ago and I asked her what she felt was holding back Donner's leadership. And she said Donner's
Mm.
just a little too volatile. What about with Kenny? What do you feel is his one flaw that might prevent him from being the effective leader that Boyd has been so far?
Um, I'd say there's two components to it. I think especially season one and then early on into season two, and some of it changes towards the end of the season. But the first thing obviously is like uncertainty. Like he's still a young kid. He's very eager. He wants to do the right thing. He wants to help do the hard thing. He wants to do the things that are difficult to do, which are all his kind of like his strengths. But his weakness is like he's not sure what to do. Like he's still uncertain, and that has to do with like the experience. Obviously, Boyd brings in a load of experience, during his service and just as the person that he is. I think that's Kenny's main flaw is like a little bit of that uncertainty and just that experience. Like, how do I do the right thing? What is the best move to do here? He's just a kid. He probably just graduated from college.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I've
Yeah.
been asking all the cast members to kind of step in the writer's shoes for a minute. If you were a writer and there was one mystery about the town that you could reveal, might even get revealed by the end of this season, what
Huh.
would you pick as far as that one mystery that you can just reveal for the audience if you had the opportunity to?
Do I give a serious answer or do I give a stupid answer? Oh, if I could reveal one mystery to the show by the end of the season, it's like, why the fuck is Kenny wearing those pants? Because like, yeah, it's some dumb pants. Like, why are you wearing those? No, I mean, I think it'd be cool if we found out. I think it'd be cool if we had at least some indication as to like, is there a way out, and is there any point in trying to get out?
Got it. Got it. Well, I appreciate your time. I love the Ali poster in the background. So I guess a little final question would be, do you have a favorite Muhammad Ali fight that you like to share or moment that sticks with you?
Ooh, gotta be rope and dope. Easy.
Oh, Foreman. Okay. And this movie just
That's coming. Listen, that's the coolest. I don't know if you follow MMA, but that Israel Adesanya finish of Alex Pereira, where
Mhm.
he was against the cage recently, doing the rope and dope. Some people say, nah, you're just saying that in retrospect. Some people say, no, he really did plan it. I don't care, bro. That shit is so fire, and that's the same thing. Boom.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Well, Ricky, I appreciate your time. Looking forward to seeing Kenny's journey throughout the rest of the season. I'm right at the midpoint, so I'm really looking to see how the second half turns out.
Thanks, man. Likewise, it's been a pleasure.
No problem. Appreciate you. Take care.
Thank you, man.